I would say it's maybe a different conversation for another time. But even if Arteta didn't win the trophy this season, I can see them giving him another year
Oh,
because
you
it
can
all
see
depends.
him.
It depends in the manner of it, how it happens. But because obviously, I could even see them saying, give him another year of this squad next year, do or die, literally do or die. There's no excuses.
But
Like,
that should be this year. So basically, people, without saying it, he said the quadruple
He's
is on.
saying it's
That's what he
quadruple.
said. That's what he said. The
don't let
quadruple
these
is on.
guys put these
He's saying
words in my
100. He's
mouth.
saying
Yeah.
100 goals in each tournament.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
saying the quadruple's on. He doesn't want to say it because obviously, like, you can't take it back once it's out there, innit? But that's basically what he said. He wants to win the Carabao Cup. He said he's not bothered about the FA Cup because they've always got it in the bag because they've always won it, and he wants the Champions League and the Premier League. So therefore, he said the quadruple is on.
I want the Champions League and the Premier
He
League.
means light work.
Yeah. Well, Arsenal are good, man. I expect them they have to win a trophy this season, man.
Yeah, no,
That's one thing you can call. Put that in the title. We have to win a trophy.
We shouldn't be struggling against fishermen, bruv. Like, we shouldn't. Like, these guys are fishermen and market trade. Listen, anyway. Curacao, credit to you. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you did your job.
And I don't want to get onto you, but anyway. We digress.
You see what they're doing, bro? They're dancing to Jamaican music as well. Hey, listen.
You see how they're gonna play the Capleton, the frigging Capleton, you know.
You have to laugh. Listen, if it happens to me, I can't lie. You have to laugh.
If I don't laugh, I'll cry, bro. Honestly.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Yes, people, another edition of Knightz and the Roundtable Discussions where we discuss all sports all the time. Got my guy say welcome back, people. Mr. K8 is in the building. How are you doing, sir?
Good, I'm good. Gonna no carry last. I'm here.
Dear people, listen. Mr. K is back. Do not adjust your sets, people. Listen. Public service announcement. After a 2.5 year hiatus, people.
2.5?
That's
really?
how long it's been since we could get an Arsenal fan on this channel to talk about football. They've been hiding. When I say hiding, I mean hiding. Listen, I don't
sure I was
blame
on
you.
last year.
Huh?
I'm sure I was on a Footie chat last year.
Nah. You made an appearance for Athletics Talk, which we appreciated. We loved you for that.
This year, I'm sure I said last year.
I mean, not even last year. See, this is what I'm saying. This year, I mean, in the summer, sorry. And then obviously you made the appearance to celebrate OKC earlier in the year at NBA Talk. But no, we haven't had an Arsenal fan for Footie chat since the truth. And that was about 2 years ago. That's how long it's been. Like, listen, I don't blame you lot. Like, it's been hard coming second, all them times, you know, having to deal with that heartache, the years upon years of not winning the Premier League. So I get it. But people, look, Mr. K has decided to show his face, get in the Lions Den, and we are going to be grilling him about Arsenal Football Club, and he's going to have to answer for their crimes as well as look forward and actually tell the people how many points Arsenal are going to win the league by this season.
Well, it should be a good party, so go easy on me, guys, in the comments, man, or wherever in the socials, man. I'm here today, and let's go, let's cook.
That's good, bro. That's good. But people, as usual, before we start, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Get the likes up, get the subscriptions up. At the same time, share. We are here, and don't forget to join our social media pages as well. Links are in the description. Before we get into obviously Footie chat and the return of the Premier League and the fact that the international breaks are now over till next year.
Ooh, confetti.
Mr. K, obviously in your background, obviously proud Ghanaian. Obviously they've qualified for the World Cup.
African as well.
Obviously we heard from ST, our other Ghanaian brother, how ecstatic he was that Ghana made it to the World Cup. Let's just how are you feeling? Obviously, it's another World Cup that Ghana have qualified for. How are you feeling looking ahead to it?
It's another World Cup, but we've qualified for a few tournaments before, and it's not turned out good. And after the last one, a lot of Guardians were, SD's talked about it, a lot of Guardians were down because we were in a mess.
Yeah.
We were a mess, not in a mess, we were a mess. We were in the mud, in the bin, whatever you want to call it, because the Ghana team was at, someone could say an all-new low
Mm.
in recent history. But I'm ecstatic. We're at another World Cup, and things are looking positive because players who we thought were done, like Ayu, have stepped up, taken responsibility, and like are performing. Other players, Kudu, Semenyo, all these guys are all performing, lot of local talent. So Otto Addo, give him his flowers, give him his tens because he's turned it around. The GFA has supported. Still got a lot to do. Still got a lot of infrastructure problems, but let's not talk about the negatives, man. We made it to a World Cup. There's a positive feeling, atmosphere around the team. I'm feeling good. I'm sure SC's feeling good. And what better way to continue to celebrate when our rivals, the Super Pigeons, the Super Cockatoos, or whatever you want to call them, no long that they need to remove that name because there's nothing super about the way that they're carrying themselves. So we're all feeling good. We're happy. Nigeria's in the mud. Ghana's on top. They're at AFCON. We're not, but it's the World Cup, which is better.
Nah,
So
100%. You're right, and obviously Nigeria going out to Congo, even though they shouldn't have been there in the first place. They shouldn't have been there in the first place, but obviously thanks to Eritrea and and all the judge that they did to get to where they got to in Congo made sure, because obviously Gabon, I heard what happened at Congo. They shouldn't have beat Gabon, but they beat Gabon. And then obviously Congo doing the Lord's work and making sure that they couldn't get through to the playoffs. But
you see the manager, he was saying
yeah.
that there's a lot of like suspicious activities going on the
Man said they
sidelines.
were doing voodoo, bruv. Voodoo, like that is, bruv. Listen, I love African football, bruv, because they don't try and hide behind nothing. They don't mince their words. They're honest with it.
He
Man straight up said they were doing voodoo on the
on camera,
sideline.
I know that's a wild statement to make.
Crazy, absolutely crazy. But listen, congrats to Ghana. Listen, before we start, last time I was here with ST, and I said to the Jamaica football, the reggae boys, I said, it was in our hands. It was in our hands. Even if we lost to Trinidad, it was in our hands. We drew. We were at home. 40,000 fans. After Hurricane Melissa done mash up the country. And all these guys had to do was score one goal and we would have been there. But no, they didn't. They went and drew 0-0. And now Curacao, the smallest nation ever to qualify for the World Cup. And you, just what makes it worse?
Have they
right?
qualified? Or was
Yeah,
it
they've
fully?
qualified because they qualified.
Oh shit! I thought it was
top of
going
the
to be
group.
another playoffs thing.
No, we're in the playoffs. We're in the playoffs.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm so vexed is because we had it. We had it there. Listen, it's put to you on the table. All you have to do is win at home and you're going to take it. But no, these guys didn't do it. Steve McLaren, some jolting. I said the Wally with the brolly should have never been the manager in the first place. I called it and said it from the beginning, but I had to support the team. And he went out there, no plan, long ball FC, just kicking up in the air and hoping for the best. Nothing, didn't play to none of our strengths. Our biggest strengths are down the flanks, out wide, the pace that we have in behind. We didn't use it, right? Curacao looked comfortable. Now, don't get me wrong, Mr. K.A., we hit the woodwork 3 times. We hit the post in the first half, hit the crossbar and the post in the second half.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So there was missed chances there. So I can't put it all on the manager, but it's not good enough because we should have had this group wrapped up. And as the truth said, us and Trinidad let this team get through. This about 200,000 people they got on that island compared to us, who's got 4 million, right? And it's the same situation we could say with Nigeria going out to Congo, saying, look how big Nigeria is compared to Congo, and we can't beat them on a football field. It's ridiculous. And now we got to go through this playoff process where we could potentially have to play Congo. Bolivia's in there as well. Iraq, we can't play Suriname because they're the same part as us. Confederation as us. And there's another team I've never heard of, a country I've never heard of in my life. But for us to have to go out there and possibly have to beat Bolivia and Congo, it's not going to happen. And it couldn't have been easier, Mr. KA, because the teams that we normally go out to, they're the hosts. So they didn't have to play. USA, Mexico, Canada, they're the ones that we normally lose to. So people would have been looking at us as saying, yeah, this is our time. I thought it was our time. Right? And instead, Curacao are playing in the World Cup for the first time. Haiti are in a different... Listen, I don't want to swear. I don't. But the amount of bad words that I cussed last night, Kay, because I got up out my bed and watched the game. Right? And it made me waste my rotted time.
What time was it? What time was it, man?
Kicked off...
UK time.
1 a.m.
1
a.m. kickoff made me waste my time. Like, honestly. And then made me cling on to the fact that we were going to get a penalty. When obviously me being the referee that I am, I knew it wasn't a penalty. I knew it wasn't going to get overturned. But in that moment, I turned into a fan and was praying. But unfortunately, and the referee had a shocking game, by the way. He wanted Curacao to go through. He was absolutely shocking. But I'm not going to blame the referee. It's down on us and the manager. McLaren should have been sacked ages ago. And then now he's going to walk away and walk into a next job. Whoever comes in next, you got a hell of a job on your hands, because we're lucky we still have a chance that we can still make it. But we should have made it in the first place. But anyway, that's off my chest. I ain't going to cuss no more, car.
Did you see Troops' crash out?
Bro, listen, as Troops... Oh, but I honestly, KA, what Troops did is what I did last night. That's how vexed I was. Because I watched the Scotland game earlier and saw the jubilation. The last time they were in the World Cup was the same time as us, 98. So I'm thinking, omen. This is an omen. It's looking good. Right, seeing obviously Republic of Ireland, they qualified for the playoffs. What's the name? Wales as well. So I'm thinking, all right, yeah.
Oh, Wales are in it too.
Yeah, in the playoffs for the in the European side. So I'm thinking, yeah, we can.
Yes, we can. Like,
yes, we can. Like Obama, bruv. But unfortunately, no, we couldn't. We went out there and frig up the rot. Anyway. I'm not gonna lose it. I'm not gonna lose it. We still have an opportunity, but I'm telling listen, it's in America. The World Cup is in America, Canada, and Mexico. The only way you could have more Jamaicans there is if it was in the UK. So for us to miss out on this would be a travesty. Like Nigeria missing out, because we know the amount of Nigerians that are in the US. Sort it out. That's all I'm gonna say. It's
not a travesty with Nigeria missing out, man, because
fuck Nigeria, man. Who cares? we don't care. Super Pelicans. We don't care about them. Foolish country, man. I don't give a damn. You see this? Hey, Kojo.
It's saying, Jale.
Yeah. That was it. We are going to the World Cup. God is blessing us. Something small for the boys. We are happy. Jamaica, you picked me off. Listen,
that's what we were just talking about. That's what we were just talking about.
Listen, sorry, I'm late.
This was supposed to be a celebration, Poddy. That's what this was supposed to be. We were all supposed to be on here celebrating that we were going to the World Cup. That is what this was supposed to be. Instead, listen, and I'm happy for you two. Obviously, technically, 1/15th of me is still going to the World Cup. That's not the point. The main part of me is still in the playoffs and not decided whether or not we're going to the World Cup or not. And we should be there right now. But listen.
What do you mean? You lot lost to Crucify, bro. How can you lost to them?
Oh, brother.
Bro.
Listen.
I'm
These are
fuming.
light skin, small island. Listen. Oh man. Honestly, bruv. Listen, I could.
I'm fuming. You don't understand, yeah? Because obviously, I grew up in the northwest of London, huge Jamaican community. I get along with all Jamaicans. Jamaicans have been a big part of my life. I wanted it because there's a lot of Jamaicans in the US and Canada. It would have been a movie. Me, Jamaica is Ghana for me. They're the same thing. We get along. But you, man, had no sense. I don't know, bro. These guys are Netherlands C team, and you couldn't even beat them. And that's what after McLaren, yeah. That fossil, man resigned. Man said, "I'm done. I can't." You see, English managers, you need a man called Reginald, to sort these guys out, yeah, and just cuss them.
Listen, honestly, and the names. When you look at the names, Pinnock, Damari Gray, Bobby Cordova-Reid, Rico Henry, even though he just come back from me, we've got names, bruv. We shouldn't be struggling against fucking fishermen, bruv. We shouldn't. These guys are fishermen and market trade. Listen, anyway. Curacao, credit to you. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you did your job.
And I don't want to get onto you, but anyway. We digress.
You see what they're doing, bro? They're dancing to Jamaican music as well. Hey, listen.
You see how they're gonna play the Capleton, the frigging Capleton,
You have to laugh. Listen, if that happened to me, I can't lie. You have to laugh.
If I don't laugh, I'll cry, bro. Honestly. But listen, congrats to Ghana, congrats to Curacao. Obviously, 150 for me is still going.
Congrats to Haiti.
We Ivorians. We got the AFCON coming up as well.
We have to say congrats to Haiti as well. Haiti is a
Haiti. But Haiti got a massive contingent in the US, so it makes sense for them to go because they'll have a massive.
And Canada as well.
Mm-hmm. But anyway. Big up Scotland as well, bruv. That was a movie last night.
You see McTominay's overhead kick.
Yeah, that was bruv. That was a movie.
Even the third goal, the one from the halfway line.
Tini's goal was nice.
Yeah, and then what's it? I think it was McLean. Is that was his name?
McLean, halfway line.
That was a movie, bruv. US don't know what they, bruv. The Scottish go into a World Cup.
Oh, they're going to. And if Ireland go through as well.
And if Ireland go through as well.
Bro,
do you see the scenes from Ireland as well? The way that they were.
Imagine you have Scotland, Ireland, yeah. You got Ghana there, and it should have been us, bruv.
That's a movie. That's
chaos, but great chaos. But instead, anyway, we digress. All right. That's not the main reason why we are here today. We are here today because the Premier League is back, and there is no better way to start than the champions-elect Arsenal, and Mr. KA is here to represent Arsenal Football Club. So, KA, obviously, seeing as you're here, the Arsenal fan, obviously we haven't had any Arsenal fans, so...
I think shade. All the shade from the last few footy talks.
You're always hiding, bro. You're always hiding.
I wouldn't have turned up to them end of season poddies either. After obviously, the way how ST and Tooth were absolutely going at you lot. Personally, I was just refereeing the thing. I was just refereeing the thing personally.
I want to speak to the person who does the rota for these poddies, mate. Scheduling. I'm blaming scheduling.
Yeah, but okay, look. Top of the league, 4 points clear of City at the moment. Joint top of the Champions League as well with Bayern and Inter. You were on a 10-game win streak in all competitions until the Sunderland game, which you drew. I think since the Newcastle game, you went. I think Newcastle game to before the Sunderland game, you went 8 8 games without conceding in all competitions. Third top scorers in the league. I think you've only conceded 4 or 5
Yeah.
in the league. Yeah, and you have yet to concede in the Champions League or the League Cup. So to me, Mr. KA, that says that you lot are winning the quadruple. That's what that says to me personally.
Easy work. Easy work.
But just all banter aside, just talk about obviously how you see in the start of the season, because it has been a good start to the season. I'll say this for this reason, because if you remember when you lost to Liverpool that early on, the week after, I think, was when you lot played Newcastle, and I think it was something. People correct me in the comments, but I think it could have been something if you would have lost to Newcastle and Liverpool would have beaten Palace. I
They
think it
easily have
was.
been 8 points
They would
behind.
have been 8 points, and everyone said the title race is over.
Yep.
So what a difference, obviously, that made. But just give us your thoughts on how you think the season has started so far for you lot.
Oh, well, obviously it's been a good start to the season. We're at the top of the league. Um, we've been able to handle and manage these games. People may say it's negative, set piece FC, ole ole ole, but we've been able to grind out games and win important games that maybe previous years Arsenal have not won, where we've had an Achilles heel and lost silly games where we shouldn't have, dropping 2 or all 3 points here or there. So I can't complain. We've had to deal with injuries, and this is no excuse. We've had to deal with injuries again, but this season we managed it. It seems like we've learned our lessons in terms of how we've got a squad, and Arteta has players that he trusts, so he's now using his squad. So all around, um, Arsenal fans should be happy. Um, and even where we are after even the Sunderland results, we should still be happy because it's think about perspectives. We, as you said, we could have been 8 points behind before Newcastle, and now we're 4 points ahead, and I think 8 points, nearly 8 points ahead of Liverpool now. So
Yes, 8 points. Is it 8 or 9? 8 or 9? Yeah, 8 points. I think because
8 or
Liverpool are
9
eight.
ahead of Liverpool.
Yeah. At this moment in time,
Um,
yeah.
we're for the last international break. I think we were, this is off the top of my head. I think we were maybe 3 points ahead of City. Now we're I think we're 4 points
Four
now.
points ahead of City.
So
Yeah.
if you if you take it all into perspectives, we're still making strides forward. We're still progressing. We're not letting these injuries trip us up as they would have been in the past, or certain games trip us up and then our heads down. The players seem to have their heads screwed on. They're saying the right things, not getting too ahead of ourselves, but understanding that this is a year that we have to try and make strong waves. And again, even if we don't, okay, sure, it all depends on the manner. But I would say it's maybe a different conversation for another time. But even if Arteta didn't win the trophy this season, I can see them giving him another year
Oh,
because
you
it
can
all
see
depends.
them.
It depends on the manner of it, how it happens. But because obviously, I could even see them saying, give him another year of this squad next year, do or die, literally do or die. There's no
But
excuses.
that should be this year.
That is this year.
Mm.
Don't get me wrong, that is this year. But it's more in the sense of I don't see him getting fired
Fair,
if
fair,
if we
No, you won't.
don't
fair.
win it. So, but anyway, that's kind of gone a bit of a tangent anyway. But yeah, answer your question to wrap it up. I think Arsenal are in a good place. I'm in a good place in terms of the team. I really want this. I think Arsenal fans really want this. Arsenal fans know that this is our time to win. We should win, but at the same time, there's a lot of tense feelings. There's Arsenal fans are always on edge where it can go either way. A couple of results, the fans might start grumbling, oh no, is it going to happen again? So everyone just try and stay positive because we've done all right to maintain our lead, increase it in some perspectives, and we're going to get our players back and we're going to keep going. Gabriel's a big loss. We're going to see how we do on the weekend, how we get through this week, as you mentioned. But no, things are positive around Arsenal, and for especially me, this Arsenal fan right here, we're positive.
Yeah.
Well, we know that you're positive because obviously we know that there's a certain other Arsenal fan who's not here that has a completely different perspective to what.
Well, he starts on -5, like he starts on -8, and it's a lot for him to get back to like par.
No, but it's
So,
okay. It's because Trinidad ain't in the World Cup as well. You see
I
him?
know.
He's not happy in life, you know. Them guys there are just suffering. But you see, at least Ghana and what's it called, and Arsenal are doing very well. I think your defense is very solid right now. I still think you know what it is with Arsenal. I think teams don't want to attack Arsenal, and when they do attack Arsenal, they get split open. So you lot are in a very good period at the moment. I never thought I'd say this, but I hope Arsenal win the league. And this is coming from me. This is a new thing because I'm tired of Man City winning. Liverpool, I can't stand their excuses. Slop is just I call him Slop. Slop is just the worst guy. And you know what? Arsenal and to be fair, Arsenal are the best team at the moment. It's just about continuing. What would you prefer?
Maintain it, yeah.
What would you prefer? I was going to ask you as Arsenal fan. Champions League or the Premier League? Because I know a lot of
the
people
Premier
are saying the
League.
Premier League. I get that. I'm not even. I understand why you're trying to maintain your base, like win at home, and then you start thinking about Europe. I think if you win the Premier League, it'd be better for Arsenal. If I'm being honest, I think if you win the Champions League, because even though Champions League is the pinnacle,
it's tournament football.
It's tournament football. It's not as many. Yeah, it's not as many games as the Premier League. As when you see the Premier League, you know that we've been the best side over a long period of time. You know.
Yeah, I would love the Champions League though because it's one thing that we need to tick off our list, a European trophy, because it's annoying not being able to like put, even though like Man United's one was X amount of years ago, like 99 or so that wasn't your last one, was it?
2008.
2001?
2008.
2008.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Even that's like in a few years, that's going to be 20 years.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
they can say they've won a European trophy, they've won multiple. So we just have to say that, yeah, we are European champions, or we have been. We've gotten over that hill. You can check that off because once that's sort of like done, we've kind of completed it. I know Chelsea fans, oh, we won the World Cup, yeah, blah, 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 blah. They will say that they've completed it, but yeah,
as for that
but
stupid
no,
club, man. Them men are just inferior. Them that have an inferiority complex, man. Them guys are the ones that buy the big cars, but they have nothing to show for it, man. They have big cars, no girls. That's what they do, bro. Don't ignore them. Ignore them, man.
Yeah, but I would probably say Premier League because it's been so long since we have won it. And Champions League, we've never won Champions League, so
hence why I said you're on for the quadruple.
Nah, well, we got to win Carling Cup first.
You're on for the quadruple because when you look at it, Mr. KA, look at the massive difference between this season and last season, which you highlighted, was even with the injuries you've carried on soldiering through, and that's a big reason for that is the recruitment. So yes, we know Gabriel is out, and he is a big loss. We can't deny that because he's
massive
threat in both boxes. But you got handicap, and you've got
handicap.
You've got handicap and Mosquito as backup. Obviously, the Seaside Senderos can cover at centre back as well. Calamari can play at centre back if you need him to. Do you know what I mean? So you've got like defensively, you've got your options covered.
Timber can play centre back as well.
Timber can play centre back as well, and I think he's fine in terms of the reports that have come out. I think he's fine. So you've got options there. That's what I'm saying in terms of defensively. So I don't think obviously you want Saliba and Gabriel as your number 1 and 2. You want them, but the fact if you lose one of them and you know you've got these types of players coming in that can cover, you're not overly concerned. I think
Gabriel's the one you don't want to lose. Like even though Saliba is like touted as one of the best in the world and probably a top defender, but Arsenal fans will say that Gabriel is the most important person
you know
in our team.
Saliba,
They'll say he's the best defender in our team.
You know what it is with Saliba? Saliba is technically probably better than Gabriel,
He is, yeah.
He's a bit like, I'd say, because you have Vidic and Rio Ferdinand. I would
Yeah.
say Rio Ferdinand. Saliba is a little bit like Rio Ferdinand, where
Mm-hmm.
he's very good on the ball, but I don't think he's a good pure defender as Gabriel. Gabriel is a pure defender, just not technically as good as Saliba. So that's where it comes. They complement them. They both complement each other very well. I think Gabriel also,
100%.
and I think also Gabriel spent a lot of time in Lille. So before he came to Arsenal, so he speaks fluently. People don't understand
Yeah.
how communication and stuff helps. So it's the perfect duo, really.
No, 100%. And Saliba's got that sort of, as you said, Rio Ferdinand, that Van Dijk sort of aura where people don't really want to go up against him. Where his Gabriel, it's like you take a chance against Gabriel, but you know you're going to be in for an absolute dogfight with him.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest thing for him is obviously how effective he is in both boxes. So defensively and obviously, listen, we've seen it. Obviously, as you said, set piece FC and how effective Gabriel is, and one of the reasons why you lot are winning the way that you're winning is because of him, amongst obviously other players as well, but obviously focused on corners, free kicks, and all the set pieces that you get. So I understand losing him is massive, but I think you've got the cover there, not for it to hinder you like it did last season, losing him. Because losing him last season and the time that you lost him was massive for you lot. I think what's bigger for you lot is the other end of the pitch, because Havertz has had a setback. There's no date. There's no date for Gabriel Jesus. Gherkin, we're not too sure. He could be back. It's touch and go.
Lloris, he's talking about, by the way.
I know. Yeah.
He's touch and go.
Odegaard's out.
Odegaard, I think they said it's looking hopeful that he could be back. If he's not back for Sunday, he could be back for Wednesday. So it's looking positive. Madueke,
Marmaduke is coming.
No, Marmaduke is not till December. Allegedly.
I'm surprised he said his name.
Yeah, I know. I forgot, and then I had to correct myself. He's looking nuts. So you've got injuries. There's no disputing that. I know a lot of fans have said Arsenal weren't talking about injuries until the 2-2 draw with Sunderland, but obviously
we've been talking about injuries. It's just that we've been managing it.
And you've been managing it better, and you've been getting the results, and that's why nobody's talking about it, because you've been getting the results, and I think that's the difference. Obviously, Mikel Moreno.
Look at Odegaard. He had like a stretch of 4 games where he didn't even make half time.
Yeah,
we've been going through it, but
so Odegaard goes out, and then you've got the options of, all right, cool, we can go Zubamendi, Declan Rice, and Moreno before Gherkin got injured. But now Mikel Moreno's up front. Eze comes in. So you've got the numbers, you've got the bodies, and you've got the quality to replace the players. So yes, the injuries are a hindrance. Everyone gets them, but because you're so well equipped now, it's not really affecting you lot as much as it did in seasons gone by. Which brings me back to the point of you, Mr. KA, saying that the quadruple is on.
I did not say that. Don't let Mr. TJ put that words in my mouth. We are taking game by game. We're in a good place. We need to keep our foot on the gas. We need to continue to focus on the 3 points ahead of us and build up. We're only in November.
So
title's not won in November. It's not won in December.
So you're in November, KA. All right, cool, fair enough. FA Cup hasn't started yet, so we can put that to the side for now. Hasn't started yet. League Cup, you're through. Who have you got in the League Cup? I think is it
Crystal
Brighton? Palace at home.
Semi-final.
Who you just beat. Eze scored. Then in the Champions League, you haven't lost. Obviously, we'll get into the game midweek because that is massive. And in the Premier League, you're 4 points clear of a Manchester City side who people still have question marks about.
That's a robot.
Because one injury to Haaland, and it's like, well, what happens then? You've got a Liverpool side that are failing. Lord Veris, Florian Greyjoy. Listen, and a lot of Liverpool are 8 points behind you lot, and they don't look like they're going to be motoring anytime soon. And you're not going to take Sunderland seriously, even though they've had a fantastic start. Chelsea, we know, are not going to be there at the end.
Yeah.
So it's looking like, yes, Manchester City might push you, but there's question marks because we've seen that they have lost games that you wouldn't expect them to lose. And if they lose Haaland, what happens? Whereas you lot can lose Gherkin, Odegaard, Saka, Marmaduke, Gabriel, Saliba, Calamari. These are all players that you've lost at some point in the season already, and you're still motoring on, and it's looking like everyone's in your rear view. So therefore, that says to you, Mr. KA, the fact that you're in such a great position, the fact that
4 points.
Mike L
last
is
season,
so much...
Man City were like 9 points behind at one stage, and they came back to win. This is the Premiership, mate. You can't rule anything out. So you could say that about Chelsea. Chelsea got Cole Palmer to come back. Liverpool, they're coming into a good form, a good run of fixtures coming up. So we can't rule out anyone. You can't rule out anyone. There's gonna be challenges, and it's shown that with obviously Sunderland, the Premiership is the Premiership, mate. Man City slipped up to Liverpool. Oh, sorry, Aston Villa. Man City slipped up in other games. We will have. I was gonna say Brighton. Yeah, that's it. But I wasn't sure. But we can do the same. So we just have to try and take each game as we can, and that's why the Sunderland game to a lot of people felt like a big missed opportunity because if we had won that going into the international break, we would have had that cushion against City, knowing that the robot that they have that's just dragging them through games, and how Pep is still Pep, even though they're losing games, he knows how to go through the motion and kick it into gear at the right moment. Look how he's got Doku playing, bro. Look how he's got Haaland.
Doku has turned Ghanaian. I don't know what happened to him. Listen, he's eating his banku, kenke. I don't know what he's been eating his food, and he's not doing the zonto anymore. Now he's on rhythm, he's on point. So
we can't, and we're only in November. So let's.
But the thing is, KA, and I completely understand that. Last season, Liverpool were only in November. We said the league was over. I think I think a few seasons ago. I think this is when a few seasons ago we said Man City were above, and we said the league was over. So why can't we do that? Why can't we do that with you lot? We said the league was over with those two, and they went and they followed through. So why can't?
It's because Arsenal don't like pressure. They don't like pressure. That's what it is.
Do you know why?
They don't like pressure.
If this was Arsenal a few seasons ago, where we were beating teams 3-4-0 in the first half and seeing out games, I would be like, yay, we're gonna win the league. But we're winning 1-0, 2-1.
And that's the sign of champions.
Set pieces. That is the sign of champions. Yes. We're going to grounds where we've had bad voodoo in the past, like lack of a better phrase. But and we're getting through them and we're winning. But we're not blowing teams out. But hopefully we can do when we get our players back, when we get our attackers back. Because look at this as well. No one's really made a big deal out of this. All the players we've lost have been in attack.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we've done really well to manage it and continue to win games. Because in that Sunderland game, even if we had at least two of those defenders, two of those attackers who were out injured in that Sunderland game, we just needed to bring in a player that could stretch the game and keep their defenders thinking, keep them back, wondering if like a Madueke or Martinelli is gonna like go on a counter attack and break and score. But they had their defender in the box, camped in our box, Ballard getting assists and goals the whole second half because we had no one to stretch the game. People were saying bring on Ethan.
But I was gonna say though, to be fair, with Sunderland, I had a feeling, like I've said this previously on podcasts, I was saying Sunderland are gonna be a dangerous team. I knew Xhaka would know how to play against you lot. I think Sunderland had a game plan for you. I think the way they play football, it doesn't suit Arsenal. But I do personally think for Arsenal, it's a one-off. and you got a lot of players missing, I think you lot will be okay. Personally, I knew you drop
We
points
do.
eventually because at the end of the day, you lot want conceded goals. That's very hard to maintain for a long time. So the fact that you conceded two, you shouldn't be too worried at all. I think personally, when teams will start attacking you, I think then Arsenal will open up. You lot will score like fours, fives. I don't think you should worry personally. I just think that Sunderland are a very good side, if I'm being honest. I think they're, and I was saying this it was in one of our earlier poddies that Sunderland are going to be a dangerous team and Xhaka is going to be one of the signings of the season, and it's kind of proving me right. But I think that's a one-off game, personally. I think you lot will be okay.
Yeah,
One,
like I said, it's perspectives because we didn't lose.
No,
We're still unbeaten
feels like a loss.
for it, yeah, because of like the importance of that game and the sort of what the message it would have sent. But all the players seem to still have that same perspective. It doesn't seem to have kind of knocked the confidence in the team. So I think we're still on the right trajectory, going in the right direction, and positive, and we're all
yeah.
still remaining positive. So yeah, man.
No, 100%. And then what better way to start getting back to the winning ways than the North London derby? A North London derby where in which, I mean, like if you want to guarantee 3 points, I mean, Arsenal at home to
I
Tottenham
don't know.
is 3 points.
Easy work.
It is
Easy
But
work.
3 points.
they're doing
No,
well
no,
away
listen,
from home this
I don't want
season.
to hear no optimism,
They're
none of
doing
that.
well away
Like,
from home this season. They're doing terrible. I'd rather pay them at their ground. They're doing terrible at home.
no, no,
Yeah,
no, no,
Tottenham
no,
have
no,
no clues, bro. You'll be
no,
fine.
no, no. Listen, hold on. This is a Spurs side, yeah, who haven't won at the Emirates since 2018, and that was in the League Cup. This is a Spurs side that haven't won at the Emirates in the league since 2010. Bale, Van der Vaart, and I remember Kabul, the ball over the top. I think it was a header that he got. That's the last. It's been 15 years since Spurs won at the Emirates. There is not a sure thing about getting 3 points.
I don't know about a sure thing, man. I'm confident because it's still the baby brothers, mate. The
Listen,
baby sisters, sorry.
the last 10 games, you've won at home, you've won seven. Did you won seven? No, wait. No, hold on. Yeah, last 10 games, you've won, is it 8? I'm trying to remember. I think it's 1-8, drawn 1, lost 1. And the 1 loss was in all competitions. That was the League Cup. It's crazy, the record that you've got against Tottenham. And obviously, I know you said you guys got injuries. They got injuries too. Kulusevski, no date of return. Maddison, no date of return. I think Solanke may or may not make an appearance. Kudus is touch and go. Don't know if he's definitely he's out or not. I think he might make an appearance if he can. But they got injuries as well, and I'm sorry. I think Pape Sarr, I think he came off against the same thing how Gabriel came off in the game for Brazil. Pape Sarr came off for Senegal in that game, so they might not have Pape Sarr either. So KA at home, the Emirates, a place where Tottenham never win, it's 3 points. Like there's no getting around it. If you lot don't get 3 points, and to top it all off, listen.
Oh, if we get, it'll be a travesty if we don't get 3 points.
We drew with them, and we are rubbish. So
yeah,
like this is like Spurs are horrible. Like, and it's only because our manager doesn't know what he's doing why they got back into that game.
Yeah.
Right. So like it's 3 points. Like it's like even the big expressions will tell you the most he can hope for is a draw. It's not going to happen. Arsenal are going to win. They're going to run riot. So
there is no quality in Tottenham.
Yeah,
no
that's 3 points right there. I'm not even.
Yeah.
I know it's North London derby, big game. It's 3 points, Arsenal. There's no point getting into it. What is the interesting game for you lot? Is that game on Wednesday in the Champions League against Bayern Munich? Because you're both unbeaten in the Champions League, right? And we know this rivalry that you have. It's not really a rivalry, but Arsenal can't
We
stand
always
Bayern
face
Munich because
we used to always face them and it always
yeah,
get
and just
knocked
get
out in like
battered because
in the second round or the
yeah,
quarterfinals.
because this is a one-off game, so it's the first time you are playing them in a one-off game because obviously the league thing. Because whenever you've played Bayern Munich in the Champions League, you've never beaten them over two legs. I know the last time you lot won, I think it was 2-0, and then you lost the game at Bayern, like, and you went out. I can't remember what it was, but yeah. Anyway, I think it was one of the 5-1s because I think they beat you 5-1 3 times in a row. So it's one of them ones where, and obviously the last time you played them, which was in 2023 or 2024, I can't remember. I'm sure someone will correct me. Obviously,
it was 2024.
Yeah,
They
and
lost in the quarterfinal.
they dumped you out as well. So
Yeah.
that's what it is. It's not really a rivalry. It's the fact that you don't like them because they've embarrassed you so much. That's the interesting game. That's the game, Mr. KA, where I will say to you, Gabriel is a big miss because the way how Sugarcane is playing right now, he's putting up Haaland numbers, and the way how
it's not him.
Yeah, it's not. That's what I was just thinking. It's not only him.
Oh no,
Bro, Elise
is having a ball in as well. Someone got injured. For them. It's not Musiala. I know about that injury, but somebody else got injured for them. Who's a big miss because they were playing Elise, Gnabry, and who was on the right? Is it Coleman? Coleman's not still there, is he?
No, Diaz.
No, Diaz is banned. Diaz
Yes.
is banned.
Yeah,
Diaz is
red
banned.
card.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Diaz is banned. So that's
With
one
a
positive.
stupid tackle as well,
That's
bro.
one positive for you lot.
Yeah.
But that's
And he's
where it
probably
gets
been one of their best
interesting,
attackers as well. Yeah.
He's been good.
Especially if Gherkin isn't back and Moreno plays up front. I think that's the game where we're really going to see how your squad holds up. So my question to you
I could
is,
see him playing Trossard in that game, playing up front.
If you play Trossard,
he'll play Moreno.
He'll kill you. Yeah,
he'll play Moreno, but that's where I think it will get interesting, Mr. KA, because they're elite. They are elite right now, but you lot are also elite. It's just a shame that, there's a possibility Odegaard could be back and Gherkin could be back, but there's no chance of Gabriel being there, which would have made it even more interesting just to see you both. I know they don't have Diaz, and I don't know who else they may or may not have. Obviously, Musiala's not there either for them. So both teams won't be at full strength, but it's going to be an interesting game. I think that's what will tell us, Mr. KA, where you lot are at in terms of this journey. I think that game in particular.
Do you think that even with our injuries, I think if it was later on in the season, or like even in the later on in the league phase, if we had more of our squad back, then I think it could tell you. But with no Gyökeres or Gabriel, I think I think we won't be penalized as much if we lose that game because of the injury, even though Bayern's got injuries as well. But
you know what is with Bayern? I was gonna say, even though they've been really good this season, in a weird way they're still gettable. Like they concede a little bit of goals. They do concede. But
defensively they're not great.
They're not great. However, I will say this: Arsenal's attack, I don't think they will trouble them. For the simple fact is, you're missing too many of your players out in that front area.
If your attack is like so for example, if you lot go Zuba, Rice, Eze, Moreno, Trossard, and Saka, that team doesn't cause the problems that Saka, Gherkin, Trossard, Odegaard, Rice
Zubi,
and Zubamendi.
Yeah, because we don't because we don't have the players that will move.
And obviously Martin Kelly would have been good for you lot up against Conrad Lema at right back. Yeah, Martinelli would have been good for you lot, but he's still out, I believe.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. So it's that when I said your team, what it could potentially be, it still can get at this Bayern side. It still can. Like I think Saka is going to have a wonderful game. I think Eze will come of age in this game, to be honest. But it's Sugarcane caused you a lot of problems when you had Saliba and Gabriel. Maybe they weren't at this peak when he last went up against them, but it's one of them ones where the way how Sugarcane's playing right now, he's saying, I am the best. He's like, Haaland, chat to me if you can. And he's affecting the game, not only with the goals, but he's affecting the game in terms of dictating play. Because what they like to do, he likes to do is drop in and then play them passes. As I said, missing Luis Diaz is one thing. But it'll be interesting to see Elise say, if it is Calamari, because I'm sorry, Elise will piss all over him. I don't know why more players don't run at Calamari, if I'm honest, like because he is slow as hell. Obviously, Gnabry is doing all right in the position that he's playing in. So it's going to be interesting, KA, in terms of that Bayern
Is Musiala back, by the way?
Nah. He's still got a while to go.
Broken, yeah,
he's still got a while to go.
Fibula or something like broken bones. Oh, yeah, he's got a while.
And then, KA, that the week caps off going away to Chelsea, a team that you lot have got a good record against. We'll preview that next week in more detail. But I'm just looking at the week, and I think that this will be a big indicator, not so much of how things will end, but a good indicator of to show, all right, cool. North London derby, that's got its pressure because we want to win for the fans. Then we got that massive game against Bayern Munich, which the fans will win. Luckily, you are at home for that as well, to show you where you're at in terms of Europe and if you can push for the Champions League, and then going away to Stamford Bridge with a Chelsea team that's indifferent. If you can come out with 9 points in those 3 games, then surely you must be saying that the quadruple is on.
I don't know about the quadruple, but I would be, if we come out with 9 points, I would be surprised because even though I think we're capable, it's hard to see again in the position that we are with Marino leading the line. He's very rigid in some ways, even though he knows how to like ghost in, find his pockets, and he's a good finisher. He's a big body and he can trouble defenses, but he plays in front of the defense. They're not wondering where Marino is and like having to like have their head on the sixpence when it comes to Marino because he's a midfielder. He likes to drop into that space and pass it around and then move with the team as a midfielder does as a unit. But so it's that Bayern Munich game. I don't really see us winning that. To be honest, I'll be happy with a draw. But Tottenham, Chelsea, we should have enough to beat both those teams, and I'll be happy with 7 points coming out. That'll be a good week for us if we get not 7 points. Sorry, seven. 2 wins and and draw. I'll be happy.
Listen, I don't mind that.
More than happy with 7 points.
I don't mind that. You go out, 6 points in the league. Obviously, I think City in the next 2 games. I think we're at Newcastle, and then there's another game. I can't remember what the game is next week, but it's not easy.
That Newcastle game for City is going to be very difficult as well. It's 5:30 as well. It's weird.
But Newcastle love beating. I mean, Man City love beating Newcastle. So, and they're in trouble themselves. But 7 points from those games would be good. Obviously, it keeps you on par with Bayern. Obviously, 4 points in the league. You should obviously the Spurs game is a non-factorized win. Chelsea, you can win. It just depends on what Chelsea turns up on the day, because if you get the Chelsea that turns up against most teams, you should win that game. But if you get the Chelsea that turned up against Liverpool, then that makes it a little bit more interesting for you guys. But KA, quickly, because obviously you haven't been here, your top 4.
Oh, what, for the season?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Arsenal 1. Man City 2. Liverpool 3rd. And I think Chelsea 4th.
Which is fair. It's pretty much similar to what we said, apart from little shuffle and relegation teams. You got the advantage of seeing teams after 11 games, but relegation teams.
Wow, relegation team. I need to see the actual bottom half of the table.
I mean,
Again,
one of them should be
is
straightforward.
Wolves.
Yeah, because honestly,
Wolves are done.
and then after that,
Wolves.
it gets a bit techie.
Yeah. Let's see the bottom half of the table. Okay. See, I can see. So yeah, Wolves. Currently, the bottom three are West Ham, Nottingham Forest, and Wolves.
Mm.
I can see West Ham and Nottingham Forest sneaking out of it. So I think I can see even though Burnley have been doing okay, I can see Burnley going down.
Hmm.
And Leeds. I don't want to say Leeds because I'm not sure about them. So it's between maybe Nottingham Forest and Leeds for the final 18th position, I think.
Fair dues,
Fair.
fair dues,
Good, good
fair
choice.
dues. I'm hoping that it's not for us. I really am because they need to go down because
Yeah. Oh,
that
what
that
is
that
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 idiot?
that that
That
that foolish
Kyriakis or whatever it is.
that foolish manager. But listen, we'll see. ST, just quickly before we wrap
Yeah, go on.
up, in terms of you looking at this week for Arsenal, obviously Spurs at home, Bayern,
Mhm.
and Chelsea. If there were some sort of catastrophe where Arsenal were to draw to Spurs at home, lose to Bayern, and then lose to Chelsea,
Yep.
do you believe that the panic button will be going at Arsenal Football Club?
I don't think for the players, but I know your fans will go crazy because there's a lot of big expectation. I might put pressure on the players. So yes, it could be, but I think now the players are more experienced. They've been in like title runs now, so I think they'll deal with it better. And to be honest, maybe they'll know that they'll have easier games ahead, and they'll just get rid of this period. But I still think Arsenal will get points anyway. So I don't think the panic. I think the fans will panic. I don't think the players will.
Which is fair. I think, hey, the truth will be, listen, terrible
Oh,
for my
oh,
days.
him.
Could you
Like I said,
imagine? Could you imagine they draw to Spurs, lose to
that
Bayern, and
brother is
lose to
depressed
Chelsea?
anyway, man.
Oh my days, bruv. Like I feel like certain times I sit in the group chat, yeah, and I just love watching this Arsenal civil war, bruv. Like it just,
It's beautiful.
because obviously United are so rubbish. So any little bit of joy we can get watching the Arsenal
Yeah,
civil war just gives us that positivity. I don't expect that to happen personally.
no,
As I said, the Spurs is not even a conversation. Arsenal win that game. Bayern, I think I agree with Mr. KA. I think it might be a draw. Winning that game for Arsenal will be massive in terms of their
yeah,
It
confidence
will
of
be massive. It will be
pushing in all
massive, yeah.
fronts. But I think I agree with you. I think it might be a 1-1 draw. And the thing with the Chelsea game is I expect Arsenal to win, but I'm
Chelsea
just
turn up.
like Chelsea are just
They're
so
inconsistent.
inconsistent that they
They'll
could
turn up
just
against
do
Arsenal.
something mad
Yeah, yeah,
and like just have one of them worldy types of games.
yeah.
But I can't see it. I think Mr. K is right in terms of Arsenal coming out with 7 games, and I think if you lot can come out with 7 games from
7
this,
points. Yeah.
obviously you'll still be up there in terms of Champions League, and I think that 4 points will be the minimum that you lot will have over. I know it is the minimum, but I think it will be the minimum you have over Manchester City. I don't see Manchester City losing to Newcastle. They love beating them.
And they got Leeds next. They'll beat
Oh, well, they
Leeds.
got Leeds after
They'll
that.
be. They'll
So,
battle Leeds.
Yeah,
They'll battle Leeds.
oh,
they'll beat Leeds.
then that means that the 4 point. I think 4 points will be the gap in the league, and you have to maintain it.
Yeah.
But coming through this tough 3 game period, because I know it gets a little bit easier for you lot after. Will be a good thing considering the start that you lot had, because it was a difficult start that you lot have had, and you're here
Yeah.
now. So getting through this little tough period here, if you can get through with 7 points or more, I think you lot can start dreaming of the quadruple. If I'm personally, if I'm honest, but Mr. K, obviously, do you concur with that? That if getting through this period, you will now start dreaming
This
of
guy's
the
really
quadruple.
trying, isn't he? He's really
It's
trying. Do
okay.
you know what? Do you know what? I actually really want to win the Carabao Cup because I feel like if we win that cup in February, it will give such a, even though it's the smallest cup and it's just a Carabao, it will kind of bring back that kind of winning feeling and hopefully bring a winning mentality for the rest of the season. FA Cup, I actually don't care about FA Cup because we won it so many times. It's a bit like we said, these cups that you haven't won is the ones that you kind of want to win and
Mm.
check off the list and sort of like use them to get the ball rolling. So or get the momentum going and keep that positivity. So I actually want to win the Carabao Cup in February. And FA Cup, I don't really care about that really because we've won it
Yes.
recently. But then it's like that Premier League and that Champions League. And don't get me wrong, I really want that Champions League, but it's the Premier League for me, man. That's the one where we need to get back in our trophy cabinet. It's been too long, man. Been too long.
So basically, people, without saying it, he said the quadruple
He's
is
saying
on.
it's
That's what
quadruple.
he said. That's what he said. The
Don't let
quadruple
these
is on.
guys put these
He's saying
words in my
100. He's
mouth.
saying
Yeah.
100 goals in each tournament.
Yep, he's
Yeah.
saying the quadruple's on. He doesn't want to say it because obviously, like, you can't take it back once it's out there, innit? But that's
Yeah.
basically what he said. He wants to win the Carabao Cup. He said he's not bothered about
I
the
want-
FA Cup because they've always got it in the bag because they've always won it, and he wants the Champions League and the Premier League. So therefore, he said the quadruple is on.
I want the
He said
Champions League
light
and
work.
Premier
He
League.
means light work.
Yeah. Well, Arsenal are good, man. I expect them they have to win a trophy this season, man.
Yeah, no,
That's one thing you can
No,
call. Put that in the
is it, yeah.
title. We have to win a trophy.
Sorry, the last thing. I know we really need to wrap up, but last thing, because it was something that you said earlier. You said, obviously, in terms of the Arsenal board, they would not sack Mike L if he doesn't win a trophy. But for you, if he were not to win a trophy this season, or if he were only to win the Carabao Cup, would you say your time is up, you need to go?
Yeah, if it was only the Carabao Cup, then it's getting to that stage where he's a great manager, but he's only taken us so far. Where we need
Fair.
someone with that level. I don't even know that level of because he's a good manager, but just that someone to take who's got that experience that could take us right to the edge, that just knows how to win these tournaments. Because we
Yeah.
also got that squad and got a team, they're prime and ready. So let's just hope we can get it over the line, man. And I want it for Arteta. He's been through a lot and he's grown as a manager. He does. Do you know what? I actually agree. There are things that Truth says that I do agree with. Yeah. Even though he is the anti-truth and he's just anti in general of all the stuff, Mr. Frank Grimes and all the stuff that he comes out with. But I actually do agree with some of the stuff he says. Sometimes it's just obviously it's just his always starts off at -5 and just the way he puts things across. But yeah, some of Arteta's substitutions, some of Arteta's choices, I don't get it. But
Yeah.
he's come a long way, and I think he deserves a and sometimes he even waffles and comes out of nonsense. But anyway, he deserves a trophy, and I hope he does get us over the line.
100%. People, listen, we need to wrap up there. It feels like this felt like this is your life.
You lot already
Mr.
spoke
K.
about Nigeria right before I was here.
We did. I mean, if you want to say anything about Nigeria, you can. Like, honestly.
Okay, I'll say it.
Yeah.
Listen, you see, you fucking Pelicans. Shame onto you. You're dead jollof, man. Foolish country, bro. They got the worst. I think it's got the worst GDP or something. The worst value of life in the world. Typical Nigerians. Foolish country, man. I'm tired of that country. They talk so much. Saying, we're guaranteed to go to the World Cup. Ghana, we didn't see this coming. Foolish guys. We clicked the
You know, they're all mouth in it. The whole.
I'm tired of them. Both throw heads, man. I can't stand that country, bro. All chatting, bro. We don't carry last. What nonsense, bro. And you know what? The thing is, Congo deserved to win as well. They were so much better than Nigeria.
Man. If I had that whistle, I'll be up there dancing as well, man. Right
yeah,
now,
bro,
celebration,
exactly.
man.
I'll be doing Indobolo. That's what I'm saying. Bro, all they know is eat suya and talk nonsense. All they know is Burna Boy, Asake, and all these things, bro. Foolish cunt. Bro, I can't. Honestly, they chat so much rubbish as well. And you look at the outpouring of celebration. Everybody is cooking Nigeria because you know what? They run their mouth. And what happens when you run your mouth? That's what happens. But
that shit get banged, bro. That's what they say.
But
if around and find out.
But you know what? The only person in that team I feel sorry for is Osimhen. Osimhen is you must be thinking, I wish I was from Ghana or something. Because how can you you score all those goals and then your goalkeeper is doing nonsense, your defense is doing nonsense? Also, justice for Benin, justice for Burkina Faso, because Nigeria shouldn't even be in this situation. It's because the team didn't even want to turn up and now you're saying, "Oh, we're gonna go through," and they were so confident about going through. And I don't care. I'm saying this now. Nigeria are not doing anything in the AFCON, so they need to stop that rubbish. They just need to, they shouldn't even go AFCON for their performance, man. They should, bro, they shouldn't even be AFCON, man. Get someone else. Get Ghana and Cape Verde to like replace them, because what's the point?
Is Cape Verde not in the AFCON?
No, they didn't qualify. Ghana and Cape Verde didn't qualify.
So you two both didn't qualify, but both of you lot are going to the World Cup. That is crazy, bro.
Yes.
ST, who has the worse federation, man? The GFA or the NFF, man? Which one's worse?
Right, listen, they're both the same. They're not paying people. They're both brothers. They're both crooks, man. You know what? Nigeria is, because there's so many people. Nigeria are just more corrupt. Ghana are slightly corrupt, but they're just as bad as each other. Listen, they're idiots, man. This is why people don't want to pay for us, because they're not paying their people on time. The Ghana Federation didn't even pay our women, who are now overperforming during World AFCON. They're saying no women, no pay. You know what I'm saying? These guys are mad, and you're not paying your players from 2019. What sort of foolishness is this?
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah,
I heard about Nigeria, bro. Hearing about certain players are paying them to play and all that madness, bro. It's a bit techie. It is a bit techie, but we're not going to get into the politics, because
we're not going to get into the politics. I just have to get that off my chest.
You can't afford to get into the politics.
I have a deep hatred for Nigeria. I don't really, but I do in football terms.
No, I hear it in football terms.
In
football terms. In football terms. Listen, hey, KA, talk to us about your brother, bro. Like, listen, I watch a man get bad handles like that, bro.
I don't know that, man. That's you man's boy right there.
Nah.
He talks after. That's your boy, bro.
That's your Arsenal.
I'm still trying to figure out if it's a Nigerian passport or a Ghanaian passport that he's got, because
he's Nigerian, you know.
I know.
No, he's Nigerian. He's
Nigerian. Don't try and put him on us.
Bro, it's just a relation. It's just a relation, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean?
Guy's Nigerian, bro.
He got draped up like a little child, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But shout out to Tidal, man. But listen, people, we got to wrap up there. It's been a brilliant poddy. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Huh?
Let's talk about Ghana, man. Let him talk about Ghana. How
he's done his Ghana talk.
I've really done my talking.
There's Ghana talk on the last one.
Yeah, we did it already, so it's cool. Don't worry.
But people, let us know what you think in the comments. Let us know what you think about what you think about Arsenal. Do you think the quadruple is on? Do you agree with Mr. K saying the quadruple is on? What do you think about the next 3 games? Obviously, the North London derby, Bayern Munich, and Chelsea away. Will this determine where Arsenal will finish in the league this season, as well as in the Champions League? Let us know what you think about Mikel Arteta. Do you think that he will still carry on even if he doesn't bring the trophies that Arsenal Football Club wants to the club? Let us know, obviously, what you think about, obviously, Ghana going to the World Cup, obviously, Nigeria not going to the World Cup, obviously, Jamaica in the playoffs. No, I'm not starting.
We're praying for Jamaica. Listen, we'll do for Jamaica.
Imagine the hurricane mash up the country, and these frigging guys still couldn't do what they were supposed. Anyway, listen. Yeah. Anyway, listen. We want to hear from you. But as usual, before we go, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Get the likes up, get the subscriptions up. As I say all the time, share. We are here, and don't forget to join our social media pages as well. Links are in the description.
And let me just quickly, I apologize for any sniffing throughout the poddy, man. But it's cold in the UK right now, man.
So listen,
freezing,
that big
bro.
freeze. Bro.
I apologize for
freeze,
my tissues and my my sniffing.
That big freeze came up from nowhere and is beating up everybody right now.
This week, boy. So don't crucify me in the comments, man. I'm trying.
Even me, I'm recovering from that as well. Like, no, man, bro, it's freezing, man. It's killing everybody.
It's crazy. But I want to say thank you very much to ST, and thank you very much for Mr. KA after the 2.5 year sabbatical from Arsenal fans for coming on the poddy. Thank you very much.
Should have had me on Fight Talk, man. Connor Ben out here.
We're doing that.
Coming up.
Yeah.
Fight Talk.
Oh, since I still could be on it.
Yeah.
Coming up. Fight Talk will be back. Fight Talk will be back tomorrow. We'll be back with ST to maybe Mr. K as well, depending on timings or anything.
Let us know, man. We get 10 likes. Oh, come on.
You heard it here first, people. This guy said if we get 10 likes, he'll come on. Definitely, 100%. Obviously, people, we will be reviewing, obviously, Conor Benn and Eubank Jr., UFC 322, and we'll be previewing the big card in Saudi Arabia between Benavidez and Yard, Norman and Haney.
We're talking about Jake Paul and AJ,
No, we're
AJ, mate.
Come
on, let's go. Fight of the century.
Definitely not talking about that. Definitely not
We'll only talk when if we only talk about that if AJ knocks him out.
Exactly. Then we'll talk about it. But that's getting no publicity from us on this channel. We deal with proper sports. Also, people coming up. Obviously, next week we'll be looking. Obviously, the review of Arsenal's week, and we're looking to preview, obviously, Arsenal versus Chelsea. We're going to try and get cooking with Rash on for that. And coming up, people, before Christmas,
out of the country, mate.
Before Christmas, people, we will be trying to get onto the truth, and we will try and bring you an NBA talk.
Oh, we need Christmas. It. Oh, listen, that was brilliant. I was watching it in the background. That's hilarious. We need more.
Mr. KA is here. You see them. He's gonna agree. We're gonna try and get the truth as well. We're gonna try and bring you an NBA. We're gonna try and bring you an NBA talk before Christmas. If not before Christmas, definitely before the New Year. We're gonna try and bring you that.
Yeah, guy. You said Arsenal fans. This guy has been missing since. His wild,
he's worse.
Ludicrous.
I'm glad you're here. At least
statements after that NBA final, man. He got put to shame and proven wrong, and we're gonna repeat. Let's go.
Truth's out here trying to obviously keep discreet, bruv. In terms of football terms.
Let's just say, man is shaking hands with certain characters in the football world. So
I'm telling you, but people, listen, we're gonna try and bring that all for you. But listen, stay safe out there, wrap up warm, be safe, and we shall see you very, very soon. Peace.
Peace.